So here's the challenge. Everybody who's involved with healthcare knows that it's inevitable that we're going to shift from a procedure reimbursement model to a model where the patient is going to be more accountable for their own healthcare. And that means outcomes, and it means the ability to have measurable metrics. And all the technology to do this is moving in the right direction. So the question is, why is it taking so long for the healthcare industry to adapt to this change? And I think that we have to begin with the reality that the technologists don't know enough yet about the domain area of healthcare. And the healthcare industry doesn't yet have the domain expertise about how do you relate and engage with consumers, who are really the patients. So the real challenge is to bring these different domain expertises together of consumer marketing, of technology, and understanding the tremendous complexity that we have within the healthcare system. When I joined Apple back in the early 1980s, I was the first consumer marketer to show up in Silicon Valley. At that time, there was no consumer advertising behind technology products. We were just beginning to show what was possible with engaging with the consumer and not getting caught up in the technology of how it worked, but the technology in terms of what can you do with it? You know, why should it become a part of your life? We have that same requirement in healthcare. We've got to make the patient excited about their wellness, about their health, about managing the health of their immediate family, whether it's a mother thinking about her children or a woman thinking about her extended family of her in-laws or her parents. I'm convinced that the answer to the healthcare challenge is not just healthcare reform, and that's what the politicians and the special interests are focused on, but it's getting the entrepreneurs and the innovators in the private sector focused on innovation. So how do we get the insurance industry to get the domain expertise of consumer marketing to understand how to engage with consumers, and how do we get the technology industry to have the domain expertise to be able to understand the complexity of healthcare, and then how do we put these two domain expertises together and start to make revolutionary change?